I already did this, but I messed up. Okay. This is Ruins Mythology. A mythology I made I started it with my friend. My friend started it and I joined, but I didn't like how it was going and I felt like betrayed kind of. So I copied it and changed a lot of things and made my own. So did my own. We are still friends now and we like it's not affected really. I made a symbol for the gods and goddesses of my mythology, and this is the meaning. The triangles represent strength, and as triangles are the strongest shape, and the waves represent the going with the flow, and the eyes, they represent the gods and goddesses who are watching from above. This is the family tree where everyone. So this is who gave birth to who. Chaoso and okay, so Chaoso and Ahoa had gave birth to Hollow, Darkness, Duret, Solar, Lova. Hollow then gave birth to Avec. Lova gave birth to Solar, who gave birth no. Chaoso gave birth to yeah. Oh wait, hold on. I said it wrong. Duret was not given birth. Chaoso did not have Duret. Duret was something else. I'll talk about that later. But so Lova and Solos, that is incest, I think, but whatever. Of Lova and Solo, but whatever. I'm pretty sure my Greek mythology. So I'm gonna go by their family tree for now. Lova and Solar had children together, which were Enyon, Balara, not the one from FNAF, Bob, Gabby, Jade, and Bob had Gabby, Jade, and Basil. Well, Darkness and Duret had Blug and Wave. Wave and Destruct had Havana, Ren, Kara. Wave also created Bob, B.O.B., which I'll talk about some more later, and Codier. Destruct cheated on Wave with Plug and Blug, and had Haran. Haran had Israel, who then had Lil, Brandon, and Tyler. No, not Tyler. Israel had Brandon and Lil. Brandon and Tyler are together. Ren and someone else got Victa, and then Victa had Lohan. Havana had Isu and then Isu had Ducky. Codir made Chizana, and Bob. B.O.B. made Jerry. This is the creation one, which is Chaoso created everything. So these are the monsters and things he created to help him with what he with chaos. Gangshelm, the Stalker, Demon of Darkness, Shadow, humans, he made us. Molten Forest Killer, Hellfire, Sea Killer, Deep Sea Death, the Weatherer, Smiler, the Rocky Death, the Sky Shooter, the Cloud Killer, Wizardly Death. Okay, so this is a big man. He's Chaoso. He was like one of the Titans, kind of. His gender is undefined. This is the format of him, by the way. He is a god of chaos and stars. His alignment is chaotic, of course, and evil. Sorry. His aliases are chaos. So he only has a godly form. Extra lore. Chaos created everything. He was the first. So he was the first thing ever in the universe, and wants to destroy everything to cause chaos. Oha is his wife, by the way, but not. She is fear. Her gender is undefined. Same for him. It was for him. Okay, she is the god. The person. Oha is the goddess of fear. Her alignment is neutral evil. Her aliases are fear and Oha. Her form. She has a form. She can take the form of a feeling or a humanoid god. Extra lore. Oha was created when humans began to fear things. So she was created when humans feared things. So we made her, or made it, and is married to Kyoso. Humans were the first thing that he created. Gang Shelm was the second. So the name. This is a format for the monsters. His purpose was to help serve Kyoso in destroying everything. His personality was rapid and destructive, but he will always do what Kyoso tells him to. He is like devoted. The extra lore is he was the second thing created by Kyoso, and helped Kyoso in everything he did, until he was locked up by the gods, as well as Kyoso, and he was separated from Kyoso. He broke out with the help of Kodir, who was also trying to break out Kyoso. The Stalker. The name Stalker. The purpose of it, the Stalker, is to stalk humans until they go insane, creating more chaos and more fear. So the stronger the feelings of chaos and fear, the stronger Kyoso and Aho get. Personality is quiet, lonely, and eerie. The extra lore is it was created to help make Oha more powerful by scaring humans. A lot of them were. He's kind of devoted to his wife, but yeah. The Demon of Darkness. Also known as Damien. Yeah, he has another name. His purpose was to scare kids by hiding under their bed or in their closet. He's like the classic dude. His personality is eerie, enjoys scaring kids, and mean. He appears in the night as just eyes and horns. It's terrifying. Underneath, he's not in darkness, he doesn't look that scary, but he is. Some of them are names. He's named Damien. The Shadow. Or no, Shadow, but the purpose of Shadow was to scare people into making mistakes. Personality. Shadow, though created to scare people, doesn't like it, but when forced to, does, or accidentally does, because it looks like that, so it will go try to be nice to children or people and scare them. Whenever it tries to talk to a human, they get scared as he appears by coming out of their shadow. He appears to become their shadow before he comes out of their shadow. So they get very scared of him. Why his eyes look orange, but they're red. The Weatherer, not very creative name, but his purpose is to change the weather randomly causing chaos. I'm sorry. I need to hold this better. Okay, so his purpose is to change the weather constantly and causing more chaos. He's a merciless killer. He has a grudge against Blood, because later on you'll see, but Blood kind of has his power. Blood took his power from him, really. He came before Blood, but Blood's more powerful. Molten. Named Molten. His purpose is to rain hellfire on all creation. Personality, he destroys everything. He was killed by humans, but then after Gangsham got released, he was able to resurrect him. The Forest Killer. The purpose of the Forest Killer was to scare and feed on children who get lost in forests. Personality unknown. Not much is known about it, really. Though it is documented, no one has ever gotten away. So people may have escaped and said their accounts, but eventually you always get found. So we even know very little about it. The rest we've all seen in broad daylight, or had multiple accounts of. This one. There's only a few accounts, and most of them are by children who didn't know how to write, really. All of them are. Hellfire. Name is Cameron. The purpose was to torture people. Enjoys it. It enjoys it. It enjoys torturing people. It originally served on a Kyoso, but later got tamed by the god of the undead, Avok, and serves as the eternal tormentor of the hell version of this world. So still torturing people, but now under new reigns, so it's less evil and only tortures sinners. The Sea Killer. Octo. Also known as, the name is Octo. Its purpose was to scare humans who dared to go into unknown waters, like water. Personality, evil. Yeah, nothing else really to it. Octo is locked in the lost city of Atlantis deep where no one can find him. Though Genshin might be able to get that out later. Smiler. Scary. Smiler, its purpose was to torture people on their happiest day. So they're having a fun birthday party. He appears in the corner of their vision before slaughtering them and torturing. Enjoys torture. You know, it was created to prevent people from having fun and joyful holidays. Added lore, just made it, never mind. Okay. Sorry. The Rocky Death. Name, Rocky. Purpose. Its purpose is to scare people who sought refuge in mountains. It's very territorial. It still inhabits mountains today, but as long as you don't go too close to its territory, you're fine. Sky Shooter. Blubber. Its purpose was to shoot lasers down and wreak havoc on humans. Personality, it was mostly peaceful. It really didn't want to kill anyone. It wanted to be friendly. It didn't want to be evil. So after the defeat of Kyoso, Blubber floated into space to be peaceful for life. The Cloud Killer, also known as Kevin. His purpose was to scare people from up above in the clouds with his laser, just like the Sky Shooter was. They both have lasers. The personality, mostly peaceful and helpful. Allure is, it worked with Blubber, both being laser people who live in the clouds and whatever. Once Chaos got defeated, he came down and helped humans. So he still is helping humans and with gods as well. Deep Sea Death. The Deep Sea Death with purpose is very similar to the earlier Sea Killer. Though its purpose was to scare people in deep oceans. It stays to itself mostly. It's still out there, and occasionally comes up and slaughters those who anger it. The only this can be you can figure this out by there are signs to this. The biggest one is that fish will start dying and floating to the top, which is your key, which is your clue to get out of there. The last of the monsters, Wizardly Death, also known as Wiz. Its purpose was to use dark magic to torture and kill people. He hated working under Kyoso, and now that he's gone, he helps teach the world magic. We have our first god, other than Kyoso and Oha. Okay, so the god name is Hollow. It is gender is undefined. It is the first kid of Kyoso and Oha. God of Halloween, supernatural creatures, and horror. Very closely related to Oha, whatever. Neutral evil. Some of these are still evil, but aliases. It is all of these horror monsters: Headless Horseman, Dracula, skeletons, ghosts, Frankenstein, monster, all that. Forms, all supernaturally like monsters. It can become any of them. Extra lore. Made a dead body a god. We'll give it to him. First child of Oha. Well, whatever. You know. Advec. This is person, Advec. Male. This, I looked at by the way, I looked at Dementor, and this is what showed up. Ghostface, bro. But Dementor form. AI, for sure. But, whatever. Gender, male. First one to have male gender. Or have a gender at all. Um, God of evil and the undead. So it is still evil, but not. It's yeah. Um, alignment evil. Alias is zombie. His no, godly form or whatever, and then he's among the skeletons. Forms god, skeleton, and undead. Athek was the first human to die from disease. Then his skeleton gained human-like qualities and was turned into a god by Allah. Hollow. Hollow basically like this. Let me try if this works, because all gods can create other gods. It's very weird. But they lose some power. But most time that's why most time they make it to give more power, like to gain more power, like Oha makes more things to make fear. This is darkness. So yeah, it's a person. Darkness, gender undefined. God of darkness, the moon, and death. Alignment. It started evil until he gained emotion. Currently true neutral and just wants to live happily with Jared. Alias is darkness and Nar. Married to Jarrett, gained emotion from a witch. Give me a sec. You might have noticed how it didn't have forms listed on Darkness slide. Well, that's because I made a lot of them. So here they are. The original form, first form, and the main form. The Blur, which is the second form. The Puppet Master, third form. The Smog, fourth form. The Tornado, fifth form. Lightning, sixth form. Human form, seventh form. That's all of them. This is the story lore. Darkness comes for us all. Yes, I remember, said I, the shadow in the darkness of the cave. She's the only one who ever saw me. Who saw me ever. She vowed to kill me. Well, you did kill her best friend, said my forever young wife, Jared. I was just doing what I always do. I stated with a drought. I was just doing what I always do. I stated with a drought of emotion. I know you don't feel emotion like everyone else, she explained in empathy, but I am still going to try to make you understand that people feel love, even for their friends when they lose them. They try and cry and try again, time and time again. Questioning me, my wife asked, "Do you even remember his name?" "No, humans don't matter. So why should I care?" I asked. "I was human. Are you saying I don't matter?" She asked angrily. "I was it. Yeah." "No, not you. But even you have to admit that humans can be too emotional," I explained. "Now that she has learned magic, I must kill her. I can see her right now. May I pay her a visit? Is that all right with you?" I asked. "Fine," Dread answered. "It's not like you listen to me anyway," she muttered under her breath. "It's not like you listen to me anyway," she muttered under her breath. "What was that, Dread?" I asked, not having heard her. "Nothing," she said with a fake smile. "Oh, okay, then I must go," I said as I prepared to leave. As I was going to Jennifer's house, I realized it would be more efficient to just scare her, so that my list can stay just as efficient as it should be. If it came down to it, I could always just mark her later, so I decided to stand in the shadow of her home. She should still remember me. As Jennifer hears a growling sound, she says in terror in her voice, "Hello? Is anyone there?" "Hello." Then she sees me in the shadows, thinking it was just some weird object. She turns on the light, and I'm gone. "You're back. Finally." Drift has been way better than earlier. You are happier, why?" I asked, still confused about human emotion. She answered me with, "Oh, I just needed some time to cool down." A few weeks later, I found out that Jennifer was seeking a way to kill me for revenge or something. Oh, now she was looking. Oh, Now she's looking for a way to kill me, I say. You almost sound surprised, said my wife to me. Also, didn't you kill her? No, I decided it would be inefficient, I answered. Now I must kill her for my goal to come to fruition. And so I marked her. She was next. As I was pondering the most efficient way to kill her, things like we're at what? Things like where at? Oh, things like most efficient way to kill her. Things like where at, how to kill her without raising suspicion, and yeah. Jennifer finally realized that once you're marked, there's no way to stop the horrible creature, as she called me. I finally decided to kill her the same way I killed her friend Moses, by an unknown illness. At least that is what they thought it was. To my knowledge, she found out that she could. To my knowledge, she found out that she could stop the killing by giving me the one thing I was missing: emotion. As I went to the magic library she had studied and she started with the help of other witches to cast a spell on me. You think your magic can stop me? Humans are dumber than I thought, I said right before I got to the small roadblock out of my way. Interested as the rest continue this casting the spell. No, but we can end your killing spree. Jennifer, we need more time, shouted one of the witches. You continue casting the spell, I'll hold them off, Jennifer replied as she ran to distract me. But you'll die, cried one of them. I was going to die anyway. Why not honorably? Jennifer was now behind me, shouted. What are you doing? Shouted. What are you doing? I know of no spell that can kill me. You're just bluffing so that you can try and convince me to leave, I said with no fear in my voice. She can't be right. Why am I worried? I don't feel emotions. What's happening to me? What are you doing? Why do I feel emotion? I said, worried for the first time in my life. We can't kill you, but we can make you feel like us humans do, Jennifer said confidently. I then chased her till I finally caught her. Nowhere to run now, I said furiously. You're right, but you still have emotion now, she confirmed. I killed her. I finally killed her. But I still had to stop the spell. Can I even stop it? Is it reversible? What do I do? That is what I kept asking myself. I was scared and afraid. Am I even darkness? If I'm not, who or what am I? What is the point of life? Where do I find meaning anymore? One of the witches told me, done killing. Yeah, don't you have a wife? Go and live with a good life with her instead of killing people. Another one added on. Help me! He yelled. What have you done to me? I said with pitch-black tears in my eyes. We stopped you from hurting anyone else, responded one of the witches. Now you have to feel the pain and consequences of your actions, another one. From that point on, I did what they said. I lived in the cave with dread for the rest of eternity. That is his lore. So he now has human emotions. This is her wife, Jarette. Her name is Jarette. She's a female. She's a goddess of knowledge and magic. So when Jennifer was kind of coming at him with knowledge and magic, that was all something that Jarette had control over. And she kind of secretly helped. She was secretly helping them a little bit. But he didn't know. She wanted him to have more emotion because she felt kind of not cared for. Okay, sorry. Her alignment is neutral good, kind of good, but she also married darkness, so She had no aliases other than herself, Jarette. Forms: human, goddess, and magic eye. Very simple. Okay. She married to Darkness. She was the first human ever made. So even before Vec, who died. He was the first human to die, but he wasn't the first human to be made. This is Blug. Okay, he's a male. He's the god of the sky, weather, and war. This is the one the weather had a grudge with, because the weather was the first person to control weather. He has now controlled it. Alignment. He's chaotic neutral. His aliases are just storms, and also he can be known as Ares in Greek mythology. His forms: he takes the form of God, the sky, and war. He's emotion pushing on people. His brother to Wave, after and Destrug cheated on Wave with Blug, and took some of his power. She took some of Blug's power, which gave her the ability to make tornadoes. This is an AI picture. Herona. Herona's male, god of strength, power, and kinetic energy. Herona is good but quite cocky. His aliases are Heracles and Hercules. Forms: just strong man, god form. He has a crush on Balara, but no one really knows. Or no one, he hasn't told anyone yet. So Israel is kind of like one of the worst. He's just, wow. He's male. He is a god of assault, abuse, scratching, and biting. Alignment is evil, only good when it benefits him. Person and god. He turned Lil into a goddess for her money, is anti-rainbow, and had a son with a random human, which means he is against gay people. And this is his son. His son is Brandon. The gender is male, but can transform into a female on will. On will can transform into female, because, yeah. He's the god of LGBTQ+, and rainbows. Alignment: neutral good, just wants to be accepted by his father, basically. He has no aliases. His forms: he can become a rainbow, god, or goddess. The extra lore is he's Israel's son, and he's gay, right? So Israel abuses him, trying to quote-unquote fix him. Yeah, he's not very good. He's friends with Jade as well as Wave. They both support him, full on, and try to get Israel to stop. He's in love with another human, and use a big portion of his own power to turn him into a god. But Israel still was able to kill him in front of him. And Wave and Jade saw that he was in love with another human, so so they killed the human. So they revived the human. They managed to use their power to revive the human, and they combined them to turn to God. They turned him into a god to protect him from Israel. So, yeah. Now his person he likes can't be killed. Yippee. This is the person he likes. Tyler, male, god of potatoes, because that was one of the only god things left, really. Or than they could think of, and they're trying to do it as quick as possible. Neutral good. Tyler, he's formed as a human. Was a human that fell in love with Brandon. The Wave and Jade turned him into a god, so Israel couldn't kill him. He now be with Brandon for all of eternity. Lil. She is a female. She is the goddess of greed, gambling, and money. Many. So she is chaotic neutral. She can become a casino, kind of. Her forms are human, goddess, and gold. While Isu was abandoned, Lil was kept and treated like a princess by Israel. Israel turned her into a goddess. Basically, Israel saw a chance to make money and turned her into a god. While also, someone else he made a god, he just kind of threw away, because whatever. Destruct is female, the goddess of destruction and disaster. Chaotic evil. Pythos and natural disasters. Goddess and natural disasters, I said. Actually, cheated on Wave with Blug. Blug hates her now because she stole some of his power. She also stole some from Enyon's power, so she could make various natural disasters. Not very evil. This is the one I based on myself. So yeah. It's the person's Aiden. That's my alias. Gender is male. God of water, inventing, ADHD, and dogs. Chaotic good. Alias is Aiden Swank. Human, god, tsunami, robot, and dog. Created B.O.B. and Liam. Has a pet dog, Sergeant. Codier. This is based off another person, but I can't say their name. Male, god of code, coding, computer viruses, and hacking. Neutral evil. They're gonna pretend like you never see that. Aliases, none that I can list. Created by Wave, trying to break out, he can turn into a code virus in human. Created by Wave, trying to break Chaoso out of Wave's jail. Wave locked him up, mainly. And turn the favorite human into a god, Chizana. Bob, or B.O.B. Robot, male. God of friendship and robotics. Lawful good. B.O.B. best of buds. Forms god robot and fidget toy robot. That's the one in the picture. B.O.B. is a robot replica of Bob made by Wave. Bob was Wave's best friend, which is why. Jerry was made by B.O.B. He is a computer program. He is god of computers, computer websites, and apps. He's neutral. He basically told his forms can become like computer icons. He was made to attack Codier. Kara is female, goddess of health, healing, and science. Lawful neutral, and she can heal people. She's Kara is the doctor / scientist of the gods and goddesses. So like if a god is hurt somehow, she'll heal you. They can still get hurt, but they can't be killed. Havana. This might make some people mad, but womp womp. So person, another name for his window. Female, people think she's God. God of the heavens and all things good. Lawful good. Aliases. People knew her as the Christian god, as well as other gods of like heaven and stuff. That's what might make people mad. But anyways, this is just for fun, not real. Okay, don't be mad, please. But so she was also her alias is a Christian god. Her form goddess and human. Havana found Jackson in a forest, and they have been friends ever since. Yeah. Right. This is made by my friend. I don't know who this is, but it was made by my friend. So, person, Ren, male, perseverance and disease, I guess. Chaotic good. Ren, AJ, dark. Yeah, his enemies. He has enemies. AJ, darkness, and Basil. God, human. He has an angel and a devil on his shoulder. Again, I don't know who this is. Made by my friend. Victa. Person, Victa. Yeah. Gender, they're female. Goddess of victory, neutral good, will do anything to win. She's also mistaken for Nike, which is a Greek goddess of victory, not the brand. And she can change into anything it takes to win. Only cares about winning, no matter who gets hurt. Loana, male, god of justice, court, judgment, lawyers, and laws. Neutral good, but can be unfair when he's bribed. He can be bribed. Forms lawyer, judge, police, executioner. So he's judge, jury, and executioner. Part of his spirit lives in every lawyer, judge, police officer, and executioner, and anyone else who tries to bring justice. So yeah. Shazana, cheese. Befriended Codier. Codier turned him into the god of cheese, since he loved cheese. He's very cheesy, by the way. Uh, so this is Isu, also known as Jackson, I think. So yeah. He's male, god of nature and animals. Alignment is neutral good. He is a white tiger aliases and then a human form, which he's named himself Jackson. Was abandoned as a child, then turned into a god by Havana. Turned a duck into a god. Ducky! Person Ducky. Undefined. God of ducks in control. Rubber duck. Ducky was found by Isu and got turned into a god. Yeah, he might kill you. He's very... He can also... Fun fact, he can also spawn this. There is a lot more, by the way. So, Solar, also known as Sol, undefined, god of the sun, life, and light. Lawful good... And he is lawful good, and his alias is the sun, and then he... Like, I don't know, but that one's wrong. And the sun god as well. Brother to darkness and Eric. Also related to him. This is he also knows that. Female goddess of beauty, love, and lava. Because lava, love, yeah, I'm cringe. Neutral good. Also was mistaken for Aphrodite. She gives people love or whatever. She's married to Solar. She's actually faithful though. Enyon. Male got the temperature, speed, electricity, and energy. Chaotic good. It can become pure energy or a godly human form. He controls how fast things are, and he cursed turtles to be slow when one of them tried to trick him into giving up his speed. He lost cheetahs, so he gave them some of his speed. He causes climate change because he's mad at humans. Gifted blood lightning. So he's kind of like all over the place, but yeah, that's kind of what it is. So yeah, he cursed turtles. Don't mind that. Balara, female, music and dancing, neutral good, ballerina and like musical inspiration. She can give people musical inspiration. She's like a big dancer a lot, and inspires musicians. So earlier I said Harian or whatever had a crush on her. He doesn't know it, but she had a crush on him too. So yeah. I think we're within. Bob. This is the one that B.O.B. was made after. Bob is male. He's the god of the earth and the wild. He's neutral good. His aliases are Earth, and then Bob. He's Earth or whatever. Those are like two main forms. Best friend of Wave, the basis of B.O.B. Turned two sisters into god. Three actually. Basil and Jade as well as another one. Gave some power to his mom, Lava. He gave lava to Lova, but he died sadly in the only event of a godly death, and that was because not enough people cared about the Earth really. So he's dead. Jade, female, goddess of tea, books, and cats. True neutral, can become a stray cat to like kind of see if people are good. Human goddess cat. Zagine and Basil's sister help them to kill some people. Helps them to kill people sometimes. And sometimes help Chaoso. I guess, I don't know. Basil, female. Goddess of poison, the mind, and mice. Chaotic neutral. Alias is the landlady, if you ever read that story. Zagine and Jade's sister, it was her idea to kill people to help Chaoso. So yeah, she helps Chaoso. As well as Codier. Female, Guinea is female goddess of guinea pigs, food, and extroverts. Alignment, chaotic good. Aliases, the human form is Gabby, by the way. Just, yeah. goddess, human, guinea pig. Jared and Bale's sister helped them to kill some people and help kill. Well, that's it. Thank you for watching all the way through. It was a very long one. Bye!